Hey everyone, welcome to our first video. We're going on a trip. Every time we pack our bags early in the morning, Howl always makes the funniest faces. He's trying to figure out where we're going. We're going to Cavallo Point Lodge in Sausalito. It's about 2 hours away from us and near San Francisco. It's a pretty long drive to get there, so Howl always gets super sleepy.
Here we are, we made it to our destination, Cavallo Point. So our room it's on the right side, and if you are someone who needs access to ramps or any type of wheelchair accessibility, just know that our first impression was that it looked a little hard to navigate through.
Excuse me.
Okay, thank you for that, Mr. Howell. As we go into our room, I do want to pause and say that Clara is going to take us through a little bit of history.
That's right. Originally inhabited by the coastal Miwok tribes, Horseshoe Cove became home to Fort Baker long before there was a Golden Gate Bridge. In 1866, the U.S. Army acquired the site for a military base to fortify the north side of the Golden Gate. The 24 buildings around the 10-acre parade ground at Fort Baker took shape between 1901 and 1915. The Army post remained active through World War II and the Cold War era. The last soldiers left Fort Baker in 2000, and 2 years later, Fort Baker transferred officially from post to park. The name Cavallo is part of San Francisco's Bay's history. It dates from 1775 when a rocky point near Fort Baker was named Punta de Caballo by the commander of one of the first European vessels that sailed into the bay. Wild horses once roamed here, and caballo is the Spanish word for horse. Early California settlers started using cavallo as the pronunciation of B and V in Spanish are very close, and the name took hold.
Thank you for that, Clara. Now we're walking in. Upon arrival, we didn't know where to walk. So we walked up the stairs. There's like the split. There's a first floor split and a top stair.
You know what I think happened with this is that there was people staying right to the left of us, right?
Oh.
I think they blocked off the bottom floor because these were big historic houses with a bottom floor and then a top floor. So technically the top floor we were staying in, and then the bottom floor other people were staying in. Pretty interesting. Whoa.
So here we have the main bedroom. So right when you walk up, there's an unusable closet, the bathroom.
Pretty basic bathroom. I know people like to wonder about water pressure. And in a historic building, what can you expect? It was okay.
So here we have a pretty good sized room, a nice little coffee set, actually an espresso machine.
Right, lots of options. They even had sugar options, which I love. I love me a good Splenda. And a bunch of complimentary snacks. I couldn't believe that these were free. That was really nice of them.
Here's like a lounge area with the vanity set and the sink. Very accommodating, lots of little towels. Hello. And of course, we put that Howl was staying with us, so they left complimentary snacks. Just some dry treats, some freeze-dried salmon, little cookies. But a small gesture makes you feel a little more special when you're staying out of town.
Right.
Howl loves a good snack.
Howl's actually gonna walk us over to the window. And this is something so important to me. I could not believe that the windows open up as much as they do. So we will say be careful if you're traveling with the dog. Just know that these windows go as high as you want them to. And as you can see, Howl jumped right up for the view. Beautiful view, crisp air. I mean, it was so wonderful. We left where we live because it was so hot. So as you can imagine, driving up here and just getting that fresh breeze was just an amazing feeling, right?
And you can see the Golden Gate Bridge from our view. And now we're moving on to dinner. So I think there's 2 restaurants on site, and the one that was open at the time had a few options.
Right now we're looking at the options for the dog. Could you believe it? I mean, the menu options were like really good for dogs too.
So I think we ended up settling on just going down to the restaurant.
Right, the restaurant on site at this place. So here we are walking up. I will say they were super friendly and really accommodating with Howl. And they had some really great options on the menu. And I highly suggest always going for seafood if you're in San Francisco / Sausalito area, obviously.
So usually I like to get a poke salad or some type of appetizer and calamari. So like Clara said, if you're ever in the Bay Area, please get some seafood. I got the braised short ribs and Clara got the fish and chips.
And you know we thoroughly enjoyed and took our time because at that price tag, we enjoyed every minute. As you can.
No, the cocktails were good too.
Howl was pooped by the end of it. That's how long we stayed.
He had one too many mojitos.
After the restaurant, we finished off our evening with some of our favorite games. So what we like to do is take the PlayStation to hotels and we'll just use the HDMI. We hook it right up and we start going. So we had a ton of fun playing Fallout New Vegas for the first time in a really long time, playing it again.
We were really lucky to hook it up. I know at some hotels, they block off any access to the HDMI because they don't want you to have fun.
Here's one of our favorite parts.
God, you're so... Are you kidding me? Never felt better. Yeah. Bye.
So we got a good night's sleep, and in the morning, we headed to the lobby. It was really busy when we got there, so I wanted a really slow point to get some good footage. But as you can see, they had free complimentary bicycles you can take. I think they even had a free car rental, which was crazy, but the lobby was beautiful. We love coffee in the morning, and they had a ton of pastries, which I'll show a little bit later. They were absolutely delicious. Some water and tea, and it was just so beautiful outside with the cold air. It was still a clear view, which was amazing. So we got to have our coffee and just stare off to the Golden Gate. Here's the raspberry pastry they had. It was delicious. And Alexis got a blueberry and cream cheese, I think it was. Very good as well. And again, dogs were allowed on the patio, which was really nice. They had these little rocking chairs out there. And after we finished up, we wanted to take a walk. So check out this view. And this is walking 2 minutes down from the hotel, right into the area where it opens up. You can see the Golden Gate Bridge. So we had an amazing time. There's lots of trails for the dog and things to do and places to eat, and you can bring your furry friend everywhere you go at Cavallo Point Lodge. So thanks so much. If you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing and drop a like if you enjoyed it because it really helps the channel. And we hope to see you again. This is Clara and
Alexis,
signing off.
bye.
Bye-bye.